Alright everybody, welcome to the 100 subscriber special. It's not anything super crazy, unfortunately. I thought it'd be kind of fun to go through my loadouts and just sort of tell the stories behind all the items I have equipped on each class. Granted, one of the items is going to be seen a lot because it's an all-class unusual, so I just sort of stuck it on everybody and tried to make a loadout around it. So without further ado, let's start off with the Scout, the class that I probably play the most. So starting off in loadout slot A, we got my Scout with his Haunted Ghost Bottle Cap, Strange Flapjack, and Strange Catcher's Companion. Now starting over here with the Scattergun, I really wanted to get an Isotope Alpine with Strange on it, but I couldn't find any on the market. So I went with this because Igloo's probably my second favorite war paint in that case. And it wasn't terrible. I don't remember how much it was, but strange unusual terms, it wasn't that bad. Next up we just got Strange Procast Pistol. It's my favorite secondary for Scout. Then third, we have probably one of my favorite items that I own right now, actually. It is my Professional Kill Streak Conscientious Objector, with the funny blue lobster that plays with Toccata and Fugue in D minor. I got this for my birthday just recently from my friend, who I will mention later on because he is named, one of my items is named for him. But he got this for my birthday, and I spent like an entire 2 days just demo nighting with this sign, and Mike spamming Toccata and Fugue in D minor every time I got a kill. Granted, the people I was killing couldn't hear me because I was playing on casual, but I still thought it was funny. Alright, so then we got my unusual bottle cap, Haunted Ghosts. I've always liked this hat. I didn't go out of my way to get this. This is actually just something I traded for, and I thought, oh, this looks really good with my loadout, so I'll just wear this. So I kind of just kept it. It's relatively cheap, which is actually nice. Then we got my Strange Flapjack. I've had this for a while. I don't remember when I got it. I just know that it's probably my favorite Scout Body cosmetic. Maybe a little overrated. I don't know, I just like it. Then we have my Strange Catcher's Companion named I Bless Nolan with Procast Fabricators. So the story behind this is my friends and I, we're all big MVM fans. So we'd do tours all the time. And when we'd play, my one friend, Nolan here, he would always just get 2 boxes. He would never get Procast Fabricators. So I unboxed this right before we were gonna go do a tour. And I said, how about this? I'll name this so it's a blessing for Procast Fabricators. It'll be like your good luck charm. So I always wear it when we play MVM. Except I may have unequipped it to put a badge on my MVM loadout, because we were playing a lot of Potato.tf and I wanted to flaunt my badge. But yeah, that's what that's for. On to my second loadout for Scout. This used to have a different hat on, but this is what I like to call the funny flank, except for this. This should be the bonk. So I would use the bonk, get in behind enemy lines, and then just go to town with the backscatter. And then there's my quintessential Strange Procast Rap Assassin named Y, back when nobody used it. And now it seems like a lot of scouts use it, and the name Y doesn't really make a ton of sense now. Same old cosmetic dailies. Loadout C is my MVM loadout. I got the Soda Popper. I used to use the short stop a lot. Let me see. Yeah, right here, the shove stop. So it's got a ton of robots destroyed on it. 69 robots killed during Halloween. Nice. Then we got my Wicked Nasty Mutated Milk. I really just like this reskin. I think it's cool. And then there's the Fan of War. Yeah, you can see I'm a meta MVM Scout bitch. Sometimes I'll play Damage Scout. I'm not super great at that yet. I'm still trying to get better. Then we got my double-spelled Flapjack that I like to wear when I play MVM, since you can't get points from MVM. There's the bird, as promised. And then there's the Decorated Veteran, which is probably one of my favorite items now. I just really like that it shows off a different skin, so I set the one for Scout to Night Owl Mark II, or Night Owl. Alright, the D slot is another one that I don't really use a ton, so it's just sort of a mishmash of what I've already shown you. Alright, now on to Soldier. We got my MVM loadout. Starting off with this rocket launcher that I've been trying to find for ages. I love Mercenary Park, or Park Pigmented. So I just needed to get one in Strange Pro Chaos. I finally got it. I think it looks really nice. Then we got the buff banner, obviously. And we got the funny meme spoon, because I think it's funny to market garden bots. I'm not super great at it, but... then we got my Morning Glory... What's it? Screaming Eagle. I originally bought this for trading, but I just think it looks really good. So, kept it around. This Strange Veteran's Attire I unboxed a very long time ago. I don't remember when exactly. But you can see it's from the Blue Moon cosmetic case, so it's been a bit. I just like it a lot. I think it works nice, pairs with a lot of things, namely the Cold Front Curb Stompers. And yes, I like the Cold Front Curb Stompers. Soundsmith was right, I can't rocket jump. Alright, Loadout B. It's basically the same as the previous, but I replaced the buff banner with my either reserve shooter, because I think it's funny, and the description is a reference to a little conversation in quotes that my friend and I had with someone on Reddit back in like 2017. I sometimes use this too, or this. There's two other shotguns. Loadout C is just my direct hit loadout. I had another unusual on this, but I traded that away recently. Yeah, it's just direct hit. I'm not super great with the direct hit. I'm proud of the description on this. Doom Eternal funnies. Next one is just my silly loadout. I like using the marksman for the silly loadouts with low hats because it just clips straight through them and it looks really stupid. And we got Shotgun Market Gardener, the Dictator. It's just a funny mustache. I like it. Next on to Pyro. Got my MVM loadout. Got this. I found this in an auction on scrap.tf and I was like, oh, a spelled slug. That's cool. So I grabbed that. Got the quintessential gas passer. Got my power jack. Nothing special, just a power jack. Then we got Clairvoyance, Hunter in Darkness. This is probably one of my favorite hats that I own, just because I really love Clairvoyance, and I really love the Hunter in Darkness. Next up, we got Strange Wanderer's Wear. I purchased this because I just really like it, and I wanted to make a good Pyro loadout. So, that's what I went with. And we got a Strange Phobos filter I also bought for a Pyro loadout, but it was actually a different one. I just sort of squeezed it into this one, because I like the Phobos filter a lot and didn't want to get rid of it. Next up, we got the Pyro loadout that I use the most, starting with the Flamethrower, the Strange organically hell-raised Flamethrower, which is one of the better skins lately. I like this one a lot. I just think it fits really nicely with Pyro. It looks nice with the loadout with the unusual effect. And we got my flare gun, nice reference to the song We Didn't Start the Fire. Next up, we got Collector's Pro Chaos Postal Pummeler. So, I love the Postal Pummeler. It's a funny reskin. And back when I started playing TF2, I just had, I think, a specialized killstreak one that I named You've Got Mail. And every time I got a kill with it, I'd hit my / key, because I had that bound to a bind that just said, You've Got Mail in chat, and I thought it was the funniest shit. Growing up, it's not really the funniest shit anymore. Next up, Strange Wanderer's Wear again. Same shit, I like it. I wanted to fit it into the Pyro loadout. This is the Pyro loadout that I wanted to fit it into. Alright, next we got a Burning Flames double-spelled, Old Guadalajara. I didn't name it this. I didn't name it this. This is what it was named when I got it in the trade. I've been meaning to wipe it, but I just keep forgetting. So this was my dream unusual when I started playing the game, because I play Pyro a lot. I was just originally going to buy like a completely normal one, not double-spelled, but the double-spelled one was only 5 keys more, so I was like, oh, cool. So I got that. Then I got Strange Sight for Sore Eyes, because, I mean, come on, a Sight for Sore Eyes is funny. Like, look at that. It's going googly on you. Very silly. Alright. Loadout C is just another silly loadout, Decorated Veteran, Dictator, Sight for Sore Eyes. We got the Pro Chaos Factory New Dragon Slayer Dragon's Fury, Strange Pro Chaos Man Melter to pair with the Dragon's Fury's decreased air blasting ability, and the Hot Hand because it's funny. Yeah, that's all there is about that one. Alright, then here is probably my classic loadout. This is the loadout I used way back when. This backburner here, I've outfitted it with Procast now, but this was the first kind of special quote-unquote weapon that I ever got. I bought it back when I was on a trip in 2016 or 2017 because I really liked the backburner and wanted to use it more. So I've had this for a long time, and the name and description haven't changed since then either. I still think they're kind of funny. This detonator that I have here is new, but I used the detonator a ton back then. So I'm getting used to it again, but this is what I ran back 2017, 2016-ish. And then there's the Post Pummeler, of course, to complete the ensemble. And then the same loadout as B, cosmetic-wise. Alright, on the Demo Man. I don't play Demo a ton, but starting off, we've got this Civil Servant Mark II grenade launcher. It was a strange one that I just ended up getting. I was like, I'll put it on a grenade launcher. I don't have a strange grenade launcher, so here we go. I got a strange grenade launcher now. Then we got this Pumpkin Bomb Sticky Bomb launcher, which I don't usually have equipped unless Halloween is enabled. That just goes to show you I haven't played Demo in a while, normally. Then we just got the Funny Bottle. That's about it. We got the Hunter in Darkness, again. And then we got the Spooky Sleeves and the Spookticles. Now, this exact pair, I have it on for a reason. My friend Lockie plays Demo a lot, and his demo is themed after Bones. So I thought, I'll theme my demo after Bones too, sort of. Not like trying to rip him off, but like, so we could have the Funny Bones squad when we both play Demo. On Loadout B, we just got, I don't really have much to say about this one. I just like the way the cosmetics look, but there's the grenade, or the grenade launcher again. The Sticky Bomb launcher. Look at the skin, and what it's applied to. And just tell me if you can guess what I'm going with here. And we got the Lobster again. Good stuff, you know. And Loadout C, I just stuck the Decorated Veteran on because I like it. It's one of these other mishmashed loadouts where just everything sort of ends up. Then we got the Silly loadout. Got ourselves Alibaba's Wee Booties, Shield, the Lobster. This is when I was going to town with the Lobster, Mic spamming Toccata and Fugue in D minor. We got Wait and Warmer, Dictator, and the Undercover Brawly. This is from a trade. I just thought it actually looks pretty decent. I didn't think it would look super great, but Limelight looks nice, and the Brawly's kind of funny. So, it works for a Silly loadout. Next we got Heavy. Rocking my MVM loadout. With this really nice brass beast, actually. I picked this up on another scrap.tf auction. Got all the robot killed parts. Got the spec. And, as the description states, it has one job and does it well. Got the sandwich, and got my anti-sniper fists. And then over here, I got the Hunter in Darkness again. Got the Hunter Heavy and the War Goggles. I really like the War Goggles. I actually bought them for a different loadout. If any of you have seen Trigun, I was kind of basing it on Vash the Stampede. With the little orange glasses. I would have done the Hypno Eyes, but those are like 80 keys for a unique one. Or wait, no. That's strange. Unique was a lot, but I don't think it was 80 keys. But then we got the Hunter Heavy. I just like how that looks. Loadout B. This is my daily drive, if so to speak. Got this Portal Plastered Minigun. This was just from when I was unboxing some Halloween cases way back. Scream Fortress 12. I got this and I was like, oh, I'll have a funny Nether Portal minigun. Then we got this nice, strange, factory new Alpine shotgun. I really like the way it looks. It's northern camo, as I like to call it. And this was from another unboxing spree of trying to get the strange isotope Alpine war paint. Then the anti-sniper gloves, decorated veteran, hunter heavy, and then the fashionable Cuban bristle crisis. I did not need to list the strange title. Anyway, this is just a solid beard. It gives that nice square jaw. Good stuff. Loadout C, a little bit more of the same. Kind of a mishmash again. Loadout D is another MVM loadout. I don't know why I have two down here. Alright, next up is NG. Now, I don't play NG much at all. I'm gonna be honest. I had a little moment where I was just going on tears with him, like playing him very aggressively, using full sentries, and I thought that was pretty fun. But I haven't lately, so we've already talked about the shotgun, talked about the pistol. We got the Jag, which is just the Jag, it's solid. Now, I specifically like to run the Cuban Bristle Crisis on NG, because I think it gives him a Giga Chad jawline. Like, without it, he looks like that. He looks like a little mole, man. Now, when you give him... Oh my god. It's gone. When you give him the Cuban Bristle Crisis again, he just looks amazing. Like, this man looks like he could beat the shit out of you. Like, that's about all there is to it. And Strange Western Wraps, I think this looks phenomenal. Next loadout's about the same. It's MVM. Got the Spy Bolter 9000. Haven't changed the name on that. Probably won't. Wrangler gift from Tim Allen. Tim Allen is another one of my friends. Yes, I know the actor very well. I know the actor Tim Allen very well. He plays Team Fortress 2 with me. And he's very bad. I'm better than Tim Allen at Team Fortress 2. Then got this spelled wrench. I just bought it because it was spelled. I like spells. Same cosmetics. And then loadout C. This was my original loadout when I had a different cosmetic. I want to say it was... Yeah, it was a Flaming Lantern Engineer's cap, I think. And I ran it with the Dogfighter and the Cuban Bristle Crisis. Well, it was actually originally the Gold Digger. But I swapped it for the Cuban Bristle Crisis because I liked how that looked on NG better. And last loadout is just my obligatory Decorated Veteran loadout. Yeah, not much to see here. I don't really use this preset much, so it's another mishmash, I guess. Alright, next up is Medic. I don't play him a ton. I used to play him a lot. So I'd have the Blutsauger for my own survivability, so I could back off and just, you know, do the thing. This weapon name and description I have used for ages on every metagun I've ever used. I originally had a strange Polar Surprise metagun, which is like, not super great. So I looked to get a, specifically I did look for Battle Scarred Wrapped Reviver. I do like how Battle Scarred looks on the metagun, and I think Wrapped Reviver is neat. But yeah, I think the name and description are funny. And then I got this amputator because I wanted to be quirky and silly and not use meta. It's interesting to use. It's okay. And then I actually do wear the Hunter in Darkness, like, legitimately on this medic. I themed the loadout around that. Or no, I themed it around a well-rounded rifleman. My mistake. I just lied to all of you. But yeah, I wanted to go for a more militaristic medic, so I got Bunny Hopper's Ballistic Vest and Surgical Survivalist. I think it looks alright with a Hunter, too. So, nothing lost there. Loadout B. I just thought this was a nice, cozy little cold time medic. This is the one I run in MVM when I do play medic in MVM. I originally had the Chrono Scarf for this, because it looks really nice, but I must have accidentally gotten rid of it at some point or another. So, what are you going to do? Loadout C, but the same as the first, except I have got Kritzkrieg and Ubersaw on this, which I own for some reason. Loadout D is just another sort of mishmash, squished together loadout. Nothing special. Sniper got my Funny Long Gun 2. People often ask me what happened to Funny Long Gun 1 when they get killed by this thing. And it was a strange Pro KS Upper Hand, which I sold because I saw this on an auction. And I'm an absolute nut for Coffin Nail. I think it looks amazing. I would have more if I could. I really would. But yeah, that's the story of Funny Long Gun 2. SMG 30. I was looking forward to talking about SMG-30. So, this was quite literally the 30th SMG that I got when I was doing my Warpaint openings. Now, as the description says, what, you don't believe I have that many of these? I need to show you something very special. 11 pages of SMGs. Whenever I get Warpaints that I don't like, and I'm not gonna sell, I put them on SMGs. I think it's the funniest shit. I thought it was the funniest shit when I started doing it. I still think it's the funniest shit. It is just hilarious. And now it's gotten to the point where I'm actively trying to collect these things, and it's starting to become a little bit of an issue, so I'll let that speak for itself. Then we got the Shansha. I really like this thing. The skin's only on it because I got that when I was trying to get the Alpine paint again. So, you know. We got Down Under Duster. I really like this cosmetic. That's about all there is to it. Hunter in Darkness. I used to have a 5th Dimension puffy polar cap on this guy, but I recently sold it. Recently-ish. And there's the 5-1 Shadow. Probably just my favorite facial hair for Sniper. Aside from the Most Dangerous main. But I think this fits better with the Duster. Loadout 2 is my Bow Sniper loadout. Not much changes here except for this. If there was a strange fortified compound, I'd have it. But there isn't, so I went with genuine, because I'm a sucker for finding different colored text, even if it means nothing. Next up, we got my MVM loadout. I tried to make it look as silly as possible. So as you can see, I got the marksman clipping through the hat, as usual. I got the airborne attire because it's low-key, but still different. And the bait and bite as a tribute to my furious unboxings of the Do You Mind truck. I don't know if you heard the truck just go meh down the street, but there it was. It's doing it again. You heard me and did it again. He's still going. Alright. Yeah, then the bait and bite, because funny, abominable cases always giving me the bait and bite. And not much needs to be said about that. Then we got the classic. I've got a video coming out on the classic soon. This thing is simultaneously the most fun shit to use and the worst thing you could ever use. I am so mixed on this thing. It is ridiculous. But I had to name it after Living with Wario Episode 2. As you can see, it is the ultimate classic system. And look, guys, look, the Virtual Boy. You guys remember Wario Land? Incredible. I couldn't fit the second Incredible, unfortunately, so the reference goes incomplete. And SMG-30, positively inhumane. Shansha. And then this stuff because I think it's silly. Mustachioed Man. Looks dumb. I can't zoom in because I'm using default HUD. What a plebeian, right? Then we got the Spy. My silly loadout got the Coffin Nail Revolver. I didn't name it or describe it that, I just haven't wiped it. And this knife here, I've had for ages. Back when Winter 2017 Warpaint cases were dropping, I opened it from that and got this strange field-tested uranium Warpaint. And I was like, oh, that looks really cool. So I stuck it on a knife because I didn't have a strange knife, and I've had this for ages now. And for the longest time, the word wielding in the description was spelled wrong, and I didn't realize it until someone in a casual game made fun of me for spelling it wrong after I was, like, beefing real hard as Spy and got 1 kill. So they were like, oh, I can't even spell wielding right. I'm like, huh? And then I look at it and I'm like, oh shit, I wrote EI instead of IE. And yeah, that's that. The joke only makes sense if people know what the Warpaint's called. So we got the Quackenbird because I think it's funny, the Apsap because I think it's funny, Undercover Broly because I think it's funny, Spy Crab because I think it's funny. Got a little Spy Crab plush over my shelf. I can't show it because I don't have a webcam hooked up. And the Dictator because, as you know, I think this is a funny mustache. Then we got my semi-serious Spy loadout. Got the Revolver, got all the same stuff over here. Got the Hunter. That used to be a Terawatt Harmburg, but I traded that away in a bulk trade for something else. Got the Tomb Raiders and the Escapist because those went really well with the Harmburg. I still think they look really nice. I don't know if they look super nice with the Hunter, though. I don't think it fits the vibe that it's going for, but I don't really have any other Spy unusuals. Loadout. The next loadout is my more serious Spy. Got the same stuff over here. Got the Tomb Raider's Hunter again. Then you got the Tactical Turtleneck, which is one of the newer cosmetics, and I think it looks astonishingly good. I love this cosmetic. It looks very, very nice. And then we got my medieval mode spy. So you got Dead Ringer, Knife, Decorated Veteran, because of course, Diamondback, all that stuff. Well, I mean, the Diamondback is obviously useless, just whatever I stuck in there. And I have no idea who Hess is. I just like to keep items that have gift tags on them, because I think that's cool. But yeah, that's all the loadouts. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing to all of you who have. I really appreciate it. Even though 100 is probably not a super huge milestone for a lot of people on this website. It's pretty weird for me, because when I started out, I had like 0 traction. And then one day I just started slowly getting a few. And then really recently I just got like 40 people subscribing, so that was cool. But yeah, I really appreciate each and every one of you who've subscribed, and I hope to make more content for all of you, and I hope to continuously improve said content so I can give all of you something nice to watch. But yeah, thank you very much. And this is RocketPG_ signing off.